one day, this nation will rise up.
Land of the free, home of the brave, land of the master and home of the slave. I said land of the free, home of the brave, land of the master and home of the slave. America, America. I'm just so fucking scared for you. I said America, America. I feel so big they gonna bury you. As I stare at my president.
Well, in my imagination, Yo Bliz is the last rapper alive. You know, that's the gimmick I have for what I do, and that's what Yo Bliz is to me. You know, the last pure, unadulterated rapper, lyricist. The name Yo Bliz, the original meaning of it is from the movie State Property. Beans, who's the main character, he has a friend named Bliz, who's this wild, aggressive character, you know. And they walk up to him and they say, "Yo Bliz." And, you know, my friend pops out, he says, "Hey man, you act like him. You know, you got this aggressive personality." I said, you know, whatever. I didn't like it at first, but it grew on me, you know. And in school, we just started saying, "Yo Bliz." It was like a thing. And I started rapping. It just kind of was a natural fit for me. So that's where the name originated.
Home of the brave, land of the master, and home of the slave. America.
Originally, I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and then I lived in Florida, and then I moved from Florida to Chicago, and then I lived in Chicago for a little bit, and then I've been living in Chicagoland suburbs for the last 10 years of my life. I think where you live like weighs heavily on your, you know, the status of your psyche, you know, no matter where you live, you know. So I think me living in the suburbs has really allowed me to rap, how they say, like differently, you know what I mean? Like I use different words and I pronounce things differently. I try to speak properly while rapping, which I feel like if I lived, you know, maybe in Tennessee, that would be different. I would have slang or something. If I lived in Chicago, I'd probably make something, you know, more hardcore, more tough, more, you know what I mean? My vernacular would be completely different. So it's kind of helped me where I live because I speak a certain way that people never really heard someone who speaks like me make rap music, you know what I mean?
Home of the brave, land of the master, and home of the slave. I said land of the free.
Well, as cliche as it sounds, to take my music seriously and actually start writing music, I broke up with this girl, and I ended up writing a song called "So Sick of Loving a Bitch," and it was such a hit that everybody was like, you know, this is what you should probably do with your time. Like, it was that good of a song. You know, I was around 14 or 15, and it was just a good song. And after that, I kind of was like, well, man, maybe I should do this about this subject and that subject, and then it just all came together, and I became an actual rapper. I've always been a big Eminem guy, really weird. Like, I like Respect the Man, and Jay-Z and Carter 2, Lil Wayne. It's a huge influence on my teenage years, the adolescent years of my life. So that's who I was listening to at the time. Like, you know, how do you rap? How do you sound cool? You know, how do you figure this thing out? So Eminem, Wayne, and Jay-Z in the beginning. You can expect more videos this year, of course. I mean, that's one of my focuses now is videos. And besides that, you can just expect more great music. I mean, more well thought out music, but definitely more videos. I want to get to a lot better quality videos out there because people need to at least see who's behind these thoughts and see them played out, you know, on film to understand what I'm talking about. So it's not such a far-reaching concept. It's like more tangible to them. So 2015 will probably be my year of more videos and more shows, a lot more shows.
Economy dealing with mental poverty to the point where
people don't question enough. And when they do question it, they don't ask the right questions, so they don't try to dig and find the real reason, you know. That's why you have things like slavery and things like genocide and things like, you know, because no one actually asks questions, you know, why are these people slaves and I'm not? Or why should we kill all these people, you know what I mean? Like, so my main gripe with mankind as a whole is we don't question enough. And the people that do question the way things are in our society, we scrutinize them for having these questions instead of answering the question for them, you know. So they ask, why is it this way? And like, why are you asking questions? You know what I mean? Like, so that's our main gripe. I think for us to have brains that work the way that they do, for us not to all be questioning, and for us to not all be getting our answers, I think that's the downfall. Like, why? I mean, you know what I mean? Why is it this way and not this way? Like, you know what I mean? So if I could change anything, I'd have everybody question things more, and not question them just for the sake of questioning them, but question them because you want to know the answer. You want to know why. Because I think why is probably the most important, you know, question we'll all be asking for our whole lives.
There was a count of casualties.
What drives me is knowing that your whole life could change in one day, you know, and that's what drives me, is that thought that like my life could change in one day, you know. Because there's been plenty of days that just turn my life around. So that's what drives me, is just knowing, like, you know, tomorrow could be better than, you know, my whole life has been, and the next day could be better than that day, and it all could just be better and also worse. But no matter what, you know, knowing life can change in one day is what drives me.
Ain't really trying to handle their pain. They want these niggas to remain and check us.
You know what I mean? A legitimate source to say this guy had something more than just a regular old rap, and that's what I want to be. That's the end goal, to be considered, you know, a philosopher of sorts. You know what I mean? Maybe not officially, but, well, no, officially. I would love it to be unofficially, like, you know what I mean? Not just a rapper, not just a lyricist, it's also a philosopher. You know what I mean? Maybe do talks and stuff, not just do rap shows. You know, like towards the end of my career, that'd be something I'd love to do. Go to college campuses and talk, high school gymnasiums, and like talk as well as rap. You know what I mean? And having kind of like, you know what I mean? Go like this. You know what I mean? Like, you know, build off of each other. You know.
No, you can't, cause you don't live in that zip code.
People can find me. I have a Twitter that I don't go on much, but you feel free to follow me. I would love it. I have the SoundCloud Bliz, YOBLIZ on SoundCloud. I have a Facebook, YOBLIZ. Go ahead and like the page. And yeah, I post random things. I have a fan page, I have a personal page. Just add whichever one you feel that you want to. Also have a YouTube page. Bliz is on YouTube as well. So all the major sites I am available on.
Anything to help me.
All right, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Look forward to doing more of these.
With their feelings, ways that don't hurt.